Hello and welcome to week 3, day 1. This week we're going to be talking about hand judgment and all the things relevant to that. And today we're just going to discuss something called the captain and the limiter. So what I mean by this is there are some bids that are limit bids. So if someone opens one no trump, this is a limited bid. There is a definite upper range on the bid. This bid here, 15 to 17, if that's your point range. There is a top range of 17. Some other bids you make don't have this range. So if you just open one diamond, it might be 12 or more points. You don't have a definitive cap of what the upper end is. You might say like, oh, they could have opened a game for us, so they might have a cap of about 20 points or something like that. But we're talking about a cap which is pretty close, just a narrow range. And here, a one no trump bid is a limited bid, 15 to 17. It's got that cap and it's definitively limited. Other bids, two no trumps, also 20 to 22, that has that upper limit on it. The bids that have upper limits aren't just one no and two no. It occurs pretty much any time your side bids no trumps or repeats a suit. So if you open a suit and have an auction go like this, as soon as the suit gets repeated, this has an upper limit on it of 12 to 15. Any new suit, though, doesn't actually have an upper limit on it. So here, the one spade is 6 or more points. The one heart, 12 or more points. Whereas if your side either bids no trumps or repeats a suit, that's when it's limited. So a bid like this has a limit on it, 9 points, 6 to 9 points. So today we're going to discuss what we do after we've limited a bids, and specifically after a no trump. But these limit bids and what I'm also about to discuss, the captain, occurs any situation in which there's a limited bid. So it's not just only over a no trump. So a limit bid not only has a cap on it, but also describes the hand a bit more. So this one says 15 to 17 points, but I'm also balanced. If you open one heart and rebid two hearts, that would be 12 to 15 with a long heart suit. So what we want to do after a limit bid is the responsibilities of the partnership break up. So someone's become the limiter. So in this case, the opener who opened one no trump was the limiter. They capped their hand. And then there's someone called the captain. And the responder in this stage is the captain. Now, the reason we call them the captain is they know more about their partner's assets than the limiter. So this limiter knows just about their hand. They know nothing about their partner's hand. Whereas the responder, the captain in this situation, actually knows their combined point assets to within 3 points. They can add their points to their partner's, and they know exactly their combined points. So it's their job to work out how high the contract can go. So the job of the captain is to work out how high they want the contract to go, and also they have a better idea of what their partner's hand is, so they also want to try and choose the trump suit. So the first thing they do is, if they know which contract they want to play in, they set the contract. So if you can work out where you want to be, you just bid that contract straight away. Sometimes you need some more information from the limited hand, and you sort of open up their freedom to do some more things, but most of the time it's going to be the captain that sets the final contract and knows where they want to go. Okay, so what is the captain's actual process of working this out? So the first step I like to do is work out your combined assets. So you might be thinking, do we have enough points for game? And I like to think of this in as yes, no, or maybe. If you've got enough points for game, you want to bid game. Now, it might not necessarily be 3 no trumps, but you might want to bid something like that. If it's in the maybe range, you're an invitational hand. If it's in the no range, you're a weak hand. It doesn't matter the different situations, but you can work out, once you combined your assets, do we have enough points for game? Yes, no, maybe. If you've worked out that you've definitely got a lot of points for game, you can sometimes think, do we have enough for slam? Yes, no, maybe. And then that opens up what sort of moves you want to make. Okay, so first is how high do we want to go. The second thing you want to think is what's the trump suit going to be. Now sometimes you'll know definitively what trump suit you want. Say for example you have a 6-card major, say you've got 6 spades. You'll know that you want to be playing a game in spades. So you might just transfer to spades and then bid 4 spades because you know that that's where you want to go. Other times you know that you have no fit and you definitely have enough points for game, so you just bid 3 no trump. All good. Whereas other times you know you definitely don't have enough points for game and you'll just pass 1 no trump. So you want to work out, do we have enough points for game and what's going to be the trump suit. They're the main 2 goals. The next thing you want to work out is how many different spots might we want to be. Like, you might not know enough information about your partner's hand, so you can then sometimes open things up for them. So if you need more information, a good example of this is Stamen. Using Stamen is, even though you're the captain, you're trying to find out more information about your partner's hand to then determine the goal more accurately, where you want to get to. So you might have an option like this, and now you know that you have a heart fit and go for game in hearts. Whenever you ask for more information, you start to relinquish some control because your partner knows why you're looking for something. So if you had an option like this, you've determined that you had enough points for game and you tried to find a spade fit in this situation, didn't find it. But if the opener has both 4 hearts and 4 spades, because you asked for more information, they can use this to set the contract. One thing that you'll see that the limiter hand never does is has something like this. 1 no, 3 no. This does not ask for more information. The limited hand never bids again here. If the captain doesn't ask for more information, the limited hand will never make another bid. So you won't see the auction go something like this. This would just be ludicrous because it's the captain's job that set the contract and they did not ask for more information. So if they never ask for more information, it is not up to the limited hand to make another bid. Anyway, this is all I was going to discuss today about the captain and the limiter. Hope it makes some sense. Thanks for watching and see you tomorrow.